Hi guys, Brian here. Um, so here in Hollywood, things have to change. Restaurants are changing. Instead of having indoor, you're doing things outdoors. And in outdoor wise, let's be honest. I mean, you put the stuff on the street essentially, and you're in an alley or you're looking at Hollywood Boulevard and seeing people, whatever. I mean, that's okay. But from Hollywood Boulevard, you have a view of a place that I talk about. And right now we are 605 feet above sea level. And where we are right now is Yamashiro. Now, Yamashiro, as you can see, they've got to set up for their outdoor stuff here. So they're doing social distancing again, in the correct way, things like that. I mean, you can see what it is. Yamashiro, for those of you who aren't familiar with Yamashiro, let me explain. Yamashiro was built originally as a home in the early 1900s by the Bernheimer brothers, Adolph and Eugene Bernheimer. They imported Oriental artifacts for a living, and they had this beautiful home here built. Eventually, it changed hands. It became a number of different things. It was a club for millionaires. It was a boys' camp up here. The part of the building had been covered over, all kinds of stuff. And then at one point, they're going to tear the thing down. And as they're taking pieces off, they realize they've got this stunning piece of architecture up here, and they restore it to a glory of what it is, which is Yamashiro, just an amazing restaurant. So this is, by the way, this is where I had my 50th birthday party. Thank you, Christine. For those of you who are there, it was a blast. Anyway, so if you come up here when they're opening, for now, what they're doing now is we're doing the time frame now, and when they reopen. The reason why I always tell you, even in the non-COVID days, the reason why this is so cool is the view. Now, it's granted, yes, it's a little too sunny here, but I just want you guys to get an idea as to if you're sitting at, let's say, the seat right here in front of me, well, this is essentially the view. So you're sitting here, and you're looking out. Now, that pagoda that you see, that is about 1,000 years old. That's brought here from Japan. In the distance, you can see hazy downtown Los Angeles. We got a lot of haze. Part of it is marine layer. Quite frankly, part of it is the fire that's going on. There's still stuff going on from that, but a lot of it's just marine layer. We'll get down to the pool down there in just a bit here, but you can see off in the distance, you see the Capitol Records building out over that way there, things like that. So if you're sitting here, this is a view. I've had dinner, you can sit here, and when you're sitting here, you're just sitting right along in here, drinking a Moscow Mule or something like that, and just sitting out here. When the moon, if you can time it, when there's a moonrise or a sunset or something like that, that is one of the most amazing things you'll ever do. It really is. It's just truly incredible. So it's something really worthwhile doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little walk down here. So they got these steps here. And because it's blocked off down the other, but it actually went all the way down, almost down to just about Franklin, which was really interesting. I have a brochure from this place when later it became Japanese Gardens, and you could ride gondolas around here, and you could go around. There were different little miniature things, and seemed like it was something that looked really cool to do. The swimming pool, pardon me. The swimming pool at one time was just a pond with Australian black swans. I believe there were 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually, it just became the swimming pool. By the way, just FYI, those over there, some of those are apartments, but this is also a small hotel. You can rent here. You can rent here, and you can have that for your view, staying in that apartment there, and you can have this for your view the next time you come back here to Los Angeles. So it's just kind of a cool thing to do. So if you have the opportunity, what the heck, take a shot, have some fun with it, what the heck. But there were gondolas that actually went all the way around along here and stuff like that, and there were canals, and you could actually locks, and you would go down the next level and ride through stuff like that, which I thought was kind of interesting. And then there's the Buddha. Now, before I get to the Buddha, I want to tell you just a really fun little story about this place. So this is years ago. I'm giving a tour one day, and this is back when we used to come up here regularly. I'm not even sure they allow people, even the tours, to come up here anymore. But back when we could do this, I had a whole group of people here. There's 13 people on a bus, for God's sake. And we're talking, and part of the up here was closed off because they're having a private event. So, and that happens from time to time, that's cool. So that was closed off. So as we're walking along here, we're walking along this path along here, and we're talking about a few things, and I'm standing literally right at this spot right here, and I'm chatting with a person on the tour, and they're asking about some of the stuff that we're seeing out here in the distance. We're talking about the Buddha and stuff like that, just the things that you see off here in the distance. And as we're standing, I said, oh, by the way, this is, and just between the two of us, I said, it's kind of interesting because you really never know who you're going to run into while you're here in Los Angeles. And I said, if you could turn around, and when we look, and standing right here at the top of the steps right here was Judge Lance Ito from the OJ trial. And it seems his nephew was getting married, and he was officiating the ceremony, and they were having part of the event here. And so there's Judge Lance Ito in black robes and all this stuff. This is before I was smart enough to carry a freaking camera with me all the time, okay? So, but here's Lance Ito just standing here. And it was just one of those magical moments that it's like, oh my gosh. So that was just kind of cool. Now, you can, it's not always open, but when it is open, you can come down here. And they also have, keep an eye out, follow them on Facebook. They have the farmers market that happens, and yes, things are different because of COVID and stuff like that. But when it happens, it's really, first of all, it's the only farmers market with booze because the restaurant runs it. So they got booze. Let's just start there. The Buddha, here we've got Buddha here. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. So, and he just overlooks everything. There was a time when this is the view that he has, looking out this way. So you'd be looking at it like, this is his view. And then there would be more steps going down there, and he's got a really cool view looking the rest of the way down there. But we don't have that. And then there's also this, but there's also little things. If you look around, there's minor little things. There's just that you just see. It's just kind of cool. So the next time you're up here, next time you're up here, you really should come up here. Don't just walk around Hollywood, but actually, as I say, there's more to Hollywood than just Hollywood Boulevard. There's a lot more to Hollywood than Hollywood Boulevard. There's all kinds of stuff to Hollywood. Now, otherwise, yes, from this vantage point, you have all the other things that you have from when you're sitting in the restaurant. If you're sitting on the corner wise, you've got the view looking out that way. You can see out there to the observatory out that way. As I come up little steps here, you'll see what I mean. But then there's the obligatory view of the Hollywood sign off in the distance out that away. Yeah, it's out there. So that's a really good spot to sit. If you're sitting at that table, I've sat at that table, that one or this one, but that's the best one. That table there, and then that side room, that's where I had my birthday party. That was a lot of fun. So, I just want you guys to get an idea as to what it's like to see this. It's, come up for a visit sometime. Don't just walk along Hollywood Boulevard. Come see all of it. Come see all of this. It's really kind of cool. So I got my mask. I took it off just for this. I'm putting it back on again. Wear your mask. Be nice to each other. And if you like this video, tell your friends. Subscribe. Get them to subscribe. And if you have any requests, let me know. If there's a subject you want me to talk about, please. I'm all about that. So let me know or not. Talk to you later, you guys. Enjoy. I'm just tired right now. It's hot. It's very hot. Thanks very much. And see you later. Bye.